castration craziness of pseudo-spiritualists, transgenders, feminists, narcissists and other self-proclaimed gooders. Gooders, show-off personalities and other snobs and narcissists are crowding in Facebook, YouTube and other so-called social web pages in overflowing quantities. It is known that Facebook is created by secret services like CIA to purloin and extort hate of any kind. But also the opposite. To put wrongful deceiving and misleading info and hints in. For instance, flat earth, there are no chemtrails, vitamins are bad and cancerous, vaccination are protecting you, government and police is good and helps you, and many more dangerous government regime lights. One of this perverted immoral approaches are castrations of animals. On one aspect, the meat industry is doing it with the flimsy excuse of improving the meat quality and easy handling, which is easy discernible as a lie. On the other side you see clear the unethical, inhumane and sub-level human approach and excuse they use. The other group in recent years appearing are the so-called private pet owners and some other gooders which think they do something good for animals when they castrate innocent animals who like to have degraded accent everyone independent personal life. Here a few randomly chosen psychopathic gooders, which are often in their private life vegans, Jews, LGTBs, feminists, and other groups who are close related to the New World Order, Masons, Illuminati, Jews, Zionists and other mafia syndicate-style groups and organizations. But there are also intruders, agents, spies and more from criminal organizations like CIA, Mile 5, Mile 6, and other New World Order agencies. But also extraterrestrials are invading Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Reddit and other social platforms. Sarah Allegra Ashley is saying, "Let me just chime in quickly and say that I've worked at 3 veterinary offices and trained at a low-cost spay/neuter clinic for a little while." Lisa Lopez already covered a lot of important issues which I fully agree with, but I wanted to speak more towards the medical end. Animals are given pain meds during and after the procedure. It is only done under anesthesia and if your vet manhandles them, you need to find a different vet for a lot of reasons. Every place I've worked, the whole emphasis has been on the animal's well-being and comfort, and everyone I worked with ever treated that as the norm. There probably are bad, shady places out there, but don't go there, ha ha. Also, you can ask your animals how they feel about it beforehand if you're concerned, either yourself if you clear your mind, you can feel their answer or through a medium. A lot of animals do choose to have the procedure done. They came to be friends to us often, not always, and this helps them stay focused on that task and not have hormones getting in the way. There are several points in Sarah's answers who are quite psychopathic. She talks with cats and gets permission from them to castrate them. Really? Then she claims after castration they are released from this natural trouble of being fertile and capable to have children. Sarah says the cat can then concentrate on the task of her life, to be a good friend with the owner. How mental you have to be to think it is the task of life for an animal to serve as a friend to a human. In addition, castrated animal then to be obese and lazy means a major part of their life is now missing. Another one is her crime. Quote, "As an abductee, it doesn't sit right with me to fix a pet. I still do it regardless because of the bigger picture. But I am someone who was experimented on and had things done to me without verbal consent. I get bigger picture, but I am human with human emotions. I don't want to place another animal in the same situation I was in. It makes my heart twist and turn, but I do it." She don't like it herself to be fixed without consent, but she does it anyway because of the bigger picture. What might her bigger picture be? Nobody knows. She don't want to put an animal in the same situation she was in and disliked. But she does it anyway because of the mentioned bigger picture, which she cannot explain. Also, her story with the white cat shows clear that this cat didn't want to get castrated. Herman also misuses the excuse and the approach that the cat gave consent on a higher level of existence to get castrated. Herman Prime is surely ready for an asylum and schooling in lit and ethics. It has to be mentioned that consent on a higher level is used often by many different aliens to cover up criminal activities against humans, like abductions, experiments, killing, DNA collection, rape and much more. It is a very convenient excuse for all kind of crimes and other unethical activities. Under the cover of consent given on a higher level the person doesn't remember. It is similar to the grand cheat of the Christian Church which says, "You are all born as sinners and therefore guilty." By the way, the Old Testament, Moses is a religion created by malevolent aliens. The Jews are not the chosen tribe from God. The Jews are the chosen tribe of the malevolent alien Jehovah, which ordered children sacrifice and circumcision. Many of these castrators are influenced by the New World Order propaganda, like the LGBT, feminists and wannabe child protectors. All of them have a big lack of ethic, common sense, knowledge and capable thinking. In addition, they are brainwashed by propaganda of government regimes, non-governmental organizations and the New World Order. These mentals have a lack of consciousness, are following delusions and requests to be volunteers and social workers. And because of the empty unfulfilled personality they do this castration business to feel good and worthy, and be someone. It shows indeed a miserable disgusting personality. Also the often heard quote, "I have to do it because of the bigger picture," or "I have to do it because it is good for the animal, I have to do it anyway, even I don't like it." It shows clear the fully psychopathic obsessive tendencies and conditions of these individuals. There are no natural ethical valid reasons available for castration. The only reason are rare medical indications. The whole approach is coming from the New World Order. The reasons are medical business, resale business. In some animal shelters cats are sold to a fixed price of $150. Is this crooked, fraud, or organized crime? But this castration propaganda is also the precursor to castrate humans on a later point. Same like the RFID chip agenda and advertisement. See Agenda 2030, Club of Rome and other documents like NASA The Future of War. Quiet weapons for silent wars. Also the infamous and supercriminal Margaret Sanger, a member of the New World Order, propagated for a long time, humans to be castrated should be mentioned. Some of her quotes: "The most merciful thing that a family does to one of its infant members is to kill it. We don't want the word to go out that we want to exterminate the Negro population. Mandatory sterilization for these is the answer." There are quite some similarities with castrators of present time like Herman, Sarah, etc. Realize these castrators are a part of the New World Order, if they know it or not. They are not people to have as friends or colleagues. They live in a self-constructed illusional mind condition which everything they say is self-proven fact. These castrators live on a highly narcissistic level with heavy tendencies to show off their superficial Barbie lifestyle. They are like the sheep in a herd. But they want to be shiny and more important than the same unimportant sheep nearby. Castrators like Margaret Sanger and the above-mentioned are heavy and dangerous psychopathic maniacs who think they have the right to make decisions for others. If someone be castrated, lives, or to be killed. The top level of this castration agenda is coming from the alien themselves. The agenda is multiple. Population control. Without sexual hormones like testosterone, humans are more passive and slave-like. Less sex and more work and obedience. All these factors are desired by the ruling elite and aliens. But the reason of life is not working, obedience to the regime, having a Barbie life, etc. That's why many mind-shifted people like feminists, transgenders, etc. get an empty feeling and start looking to fill in their emptiness with so-called social work. But castration of their living beings is not social work, and not the thing to do, to cover up the own failure and emptiness in their own life. Don't donate, participate and support these groups and organizations because you want to do something good. You don't do anything good collaborating with these groups and individuals. Most are highly egoistic narcissists, psychopaths who want to fill up their own emptiness. That's why they claim to do social work, doing good deeds, etc. Most of them have no idea that they work for a highly evil genocide agenda. Save your time and money for something good. Research http://prolife365.com/Margaret Sanger quotes. The castration of humanity. Beta blockers vertical line and WO vertical line flat earth vertical line new age agenda vertical line movements. The castration agenda of America. Satanic chemical castration of a 6-year-old via the court. Part 2. Boys into girls through castration/depopulation monarch programming. Castration craziness of pseudo-spiritualists.